What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're doing the results for the Payback pay-per-view. Unfortunately, I missed the kickoff show. I didn't really miss much. It was only one match. The Riot Squad versus the Australian Bella Twins. Riot Squad won it. Okay. Honestly, why are we having kickoff shows if we're just showing one match? Waste of time. Anyways, off to the main card. We start off with Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley for the United States title. The Hurt Business is at ringside. This is an okay match. As usual, the Hurt Business tries to interfere, but we got two powerhouses going at it. There was a lot of action. Apollo Crews put off a lot of offense, but Bobby Lashley got the full Lashley on him. Crews taps out, and Bobby Lashley's the new United States champion. Then we got Sheamus versus Big E. Just like the last match, two big-ass motherfuckers going at it. There was a lot of near falls through this match. Sheamus tried to go for the brogue kick. Big E caught him, hit him with a powerbomb, nails the big ending, and gets the pin. Now see, this was the match we probably should have had on SmackDown, not this six-man tag BS that we had. Backstage, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are still not getting along with each other. Then we got King Corbin versus Matt Riddle. Before the match starts, King Corbin levels Riddle with a clothesline. As soon as the match starts, Corbin starts hammering the hell out of Riddle. But of course, it's the usual King Corbin match. There's a ton of rest holds. There's a lot of speed and movement from Riddle. But when Corbin gets hold of everything, it slows down. Matt Riddle was able to hit the bro to sleep, lands the floating bro, gets the pin. Cool. After the match, backstage, Matt Riddle gets jumped by King Corbin, so I guess we're not finished with this one again. Then we got Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag team titles. This is a pretty good match. Early on, Sasha Banks pulls Nia Jax off of the apron, and Jax starts selling her knee. Baszler was dominant through most of this, but she ends up getting ganged up. At ringside, Nia Jax is ragdolling Sasha Banks. Once she tags in, she starts wreaking havoc, but her knee starts catching up to her. The Sasha Banks chop block takes her down. It all ends up with Shayna Baszler putting the Muda lock on Sasha Banks, getting the Kirifuna clutch onto Bayley, and then transitioning Sasha Banks' arm across Bayley's neck, and Bayley taps out. What? That was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. I still don't understand what the hell I just saw. Anyways, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are the new women's tag champions. Nia Jax is celebrating the hell out of this victory. We then have Randy Orton versus Keith Lee. Right off the bat, Randy Orton demands respect from Lee, but ends up paying for it. Randy Orton drops Lee onto the commentary table, which later Keith Lee returns the favor, doing the same thing. Orton hits the draping DDT, sets up for the RKO. When he goes for it, Keith Lee catches him, hits him with the Spirit Bomb, and gets the pin. This was a good match. I actually liked it. Then we got Murphy and Seth Rollins versus Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Right off the beginning, Dominic is showing up Murphy in the Monday Night Messiah. Once Rey tags in, he gets a little bit of action but ends up getting worked over. Rollins calls for Murphy to kick him in the head as he goes for a powerbomb. Rey Mysterio was able to reverse it, sending Rollins into the turnbuckle and Murphy kicking him square in the nugget. Murphy ends up eating a 619, gets his frog splash from Dominic, who gets the pin, and they win it. Cool. Can we move on? No, because it's said that tomorrow on Raw that Rey Mysterio is going to be facing Seth Rollins. Jesus fucking Christ. Can we just move on from this story? It's done. We've been seeing it over and over and over and over again for the past couple of months. Can we please move the fuck on? Then we go on to our main event, Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns in a no-holds-barred match for the Universal title. Right off at the beginning, Roman Reigns doesn't show up, so Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman are going at it. The action spills both in and out of the ring. The Fiend employs the use of his cartoon hammer. Strowman rams the hell out of the Fiend off of the stage. While this is going on, Alexa Bliss is watching from backstage. The Fiend suplexes Strowman off of the top rope. The ring collapses. The referee on duty ends up falling off the ring, and we don't see him no more. I guess he's dead. All of a sudden, Roman Reigns' music hits. He comes out with Paul Heyman. At that point, he decides to sign his contract, comes walking down with a steel chair, realizes there's no ref, calls out for one. He comes running in. Reigns tries to pin both Wyatt and Strowman, gets 2 counts on both of them. Reigns lights up Strowman with the steel chair, and for that, he was still able to get a 2 count. He turns around, Bray Wyatt hits him with the mandible claw, but Reigns hoofs him in the balls with a kick. Reigns spears Strowman, gets the pin, and is now the new Universal Champion. Reigns stands tall with Heyman on top of the stage as we end the pay-per-view. For the most part, this pay-per-view was decent. It was good. Most of the matches were entertaining, but why WWE? Why did we have 2 pay-per-views right on top of each other. Most of these matches really could have been done on SmackDown or Raw. This was pretty much, I mean, it was good. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but it was a waste. We really could have seen most of these matches on cable. We could have held off the Universal title match to the next pay-per-view, and it would have been fine. Now, we just got to shoehorn another pay-per-view with really no build. We had no build for this pay-per-view. Everything was like quickly fast-tracked right into last week. Why? I have no idea. Alexa Bliss had a little bit of a showing in this match. Didn't have anything else to do with it, but okay. Maybe we'll have some build on it on Friday. We don't know. So we'll have to see the fallout on Raw and SmackDown. And that'll do it for the results for the Payback pay-per-view. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the pay-per-view, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.